that is the kingdom of God. It is a treasure. And if you want to unearth it, you don't have to dig anywhere else but in your own backyard. Right here. It has to do with cultivating the heart. Because as Paul would say in another metaphor, we are the field of God. We are God's field. And God's seed has been planted deep within the recesses of every human heart. And all that's required is that we cultivate the field, that we cultivate the heart, that we open the heart, so that we can receive this gift that's right there as close as our next breath. In fact, Connie, my wife, is not here today. She's in the last of her meditation and healing seminars in California, and she is doing precisely that, cultivating her heart so that she can more fully receive the love of God. When she's gone, my mind starts to work, and I always start thinking about blind jokes, and she's not here, but then I promised I wouldn't tell any more blind jokes, but I did. A male joke came to mind. Self-depreciating humor is a great thing, isn't it, Charlie? And I'm disoriented when Connie leaves. None of the stuff is there. I went in the bathroom this morning. There's no toilet paper on the roll. Got a roll out, stuck it on the back of the toilet, and I thought, I appreciate this woman for taking care of me. Our wives take care of us. I thought about the question that someone asked, how many men does it take to change a roll of toilet paper? The answer is, nobody knows. It's never been tried. And cultivating the soil of our heart so that we can unearth the treasure that is within. It is right there. And Jesus told many parables about the treasure within, the kingdom of God, this new way of being in the world that has to do with peace and purpose and joy and passion. All of those things which we really want but maybe don't know that we want. He told one story about a day laborer. And many of us don't know much about day laborers. There are many people in the world that work as day laborers. There are some in our own communities that work as day laborers. They go out and they gather in street corners or shelters or wherever the hiring halls are, and they hope for work for the day, because if they don't work for that day, they don't get paid for that day. And a day laborer went out to work in the time of Jesus, and he found a job plowing a field. And as he was plowing this field, it was backbreaking work. The sun was scorching. The field was filled with rocks, and time and again, the metal blade of that old plow would hit the rock, and he'd have to stop and lift the rock out and move it to the side. And on one of those occasions, the thing he hit was not a rock, but an old chest, and it was filled with gold coins. He looked around, and he got that chest of coins, and he dug the hole even deeper and buried it back into the ground. And then he went off, and the story says he sold everything he had. He turned over every stone. He asked every friend. He scrounged together enough money to buy that field because he wanted that treasure so badly. Well, certainly this isn't a lesson on ethics. Well, in fact, rabbinical law wasn't clear about this anyway, who would actually own the treasure if he bought the field. But the point is, he wanted it so badly he could taste it. Is there anything in your life that you want that badly? Is there anything that you yearn for? Is there anything you desire that much, that you have a passion for? You know, one of the Hebrew proverbs said something that I contemplated on a lot. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. What do you really want in this life? What compels you in this life? What motivates you? What drives you? What do you want? What do you desire? When you find where your desire is, you're going to find your heart. You're going to find your true self. And you're going to find this thing that Jesus referred to as the kingdom of God, this way of being in the world, which brings total peace of mind and tranquility and pure joy. But you have to want it that badly. You don't have to go far to get it. If you think you don't know where to look for it, here it is, right in your own backyard. Just start digging. Now realize that some of us have to take the long way home.